power in the administration of high crimes that we call academics is the ability to pretend you don't understand something. In linguistic anthropology, they made quite a stake of looking for the nerve phrase in my psyche. And I got tipped off about how Jaime Carvajal operates by Thawes Gordon, who, when I once said, "Spare me, just spare me," he retorted, "I don't know how Larry Lederer is going to feel hearing you ripped off his phrase." And this idea of searching for the truth by examining repetition of terms so that you could say you own a person's education, you own a person because you educated them, and so on. It's not lost on Penis Gabriel. He used a surreptitious phrase of mine anonymously, which my mother testified to, on his Holocaust record, So, where he pulled the teeth from the victims for their gold. I actually cut the caps off of my teeth in Iowa for the gold. Actually happened. Well, so you'll pretend you don't understand this, but my mother had a strange turn of phrase once talking about the King Crimson record. She said, "with a spike through its head." Well, it turns out that Ian Wademaker's favorite film was a film called Berserk, where they hammer a spike through someone's head. And stars Joan Crawford, who I suspect was coaching Mother. We have Mildred Pierce. Mildred and Pierce is an intersection here in Tacoma, in the name of one of her movies. So Berserk was a circus film. So if you want to understand how it came to pass that Penis Gabriel, Ronald Reagan, and Ringo Starr found creepy street people to come and poison me in the mouth with something really vile. If you want to understand how that works in terms of administrative government in the Jay Inslee's, whatever you call this pervert haven, have to look at the chess game. The way the chess game worked was it was like Black Berserk Circus, a weird carnival of the occult or something. Some morbid voodoo room where Mickey Obama takes off her rubber mask and morphs into a taboo priestess of occult practices from Cameroon. Shrunken Heads Library of the Obamas. What they did was, UW reasoned blacks kill whites all the time. Not that the whites have never killed blacks. It's what you're supposed to say. So why not do one as an experimental sacrifice? And of course, these were all white people thinking this up. Soul Catcher was written by Frank Herbert. You can verify this. It's white thinking, but it was adopted by blacks through God knows what kind of weird servile processes of yes master going on in the accrediting rooms of dissertation acceptance. And then they cross bred me with the Indian woman. So the white man insulted the black man by sleeping with an Indian woman. So the white man has to give up the symbol of life, which the script was written in tribute to. That's where the telltale script shows you. You know, the children of Gaza come holding the cantaloupe. You know, we want to testify against the little boy. Like shrunken heads, they're holding them aloft. Oh, so the white is now. So that means Aaron Bailey gets her. You know. So the black man takes the symbol of life, and then Roger Waters hems and haws. Yoko Ono says we're not finished yet. Yoko Ono is the high priestess of African grievance. Dugan and Putin have named her the high priestess of African grievance. So they slaughterhouse Benito Crary, the child of Rosa, plaster the skulls with the image. Grab Maduri Goto, and Barack Obama performs for Donald Trump with her. And they make their statement in East Liverpool, Palestine, about the vinyl solution. Car bomb Mackenzie Shirilla, the Princess of Ohio Public Schools, and Nosferatu, who goes on to looks like miniature nuke against Syria and brags of his might. So we've all seen their might. And there's drones coming up out of everywhere. And Elon Musk is saying there's going to be an extermination of immigrants with drones or something. I don't know if he actually said that. I could be scribbling between the lines. So this is a spike through the little boy's head. That my mother. See, that's the thing that's strange about her using that phrase, was that Ian Wadmaker, who played King Crimson for me, actually liked the movie Berserk, which has a spike driven through somebody's head. How did my mother know to associate that with the King Crimson album if she wasn't in touch secretly with Wadmaker? Makes me wonder where she hawked my double loop ring I gave her. She said she lost. I'm just sick about it. That's cunning fluxus. She said she didn't go to see the movie Abortion Psycho because she was pregnant with me. She doesn't believe in abortion. Yes, she does. She does believe in abortion. She's just sick about it. That's the way I see the cunning. Ringo Starr and Ronald Reagan language at work. But see, the thing is you get to pretend that doesn't make any sense. You get to pretend that's a wayward misfiring of the mind. It's a misfiring of the mind. That's what power is in Nosferatu's academia, is to pretend you don't understand. But if I say, spare me, just spare me, oh my God, Larry Letter is going to get really angry at you for stealing his line. They look, no, don't ever say transform, no transformations, because that is a word of King Crimson. You don't want Larry Letter to hear you at the news talking about the people who played King Crimson for you. That album that shows him driving a spike through someone's head. Spike Oldley, yeah, Spike Oldley.